For 3 days and 3 nights, my arrogant boss and I were stranded in a small boat in the middle of the ocean. That day, I couldn't bear the loneliness any longer. As soon as my boss fell asleep, I quietly got up and tried one last time to fix the boat's engine, but then my foot slipped and I fell straight into the ocean. When my boss woke up, she saw that she was all alone in the boat. She screamed in fear. Just then, I emerged from the water. She breathed a sigh of relief when she saw me, but the next moment she spoke again in her rich, arrogant tone. "Quickly fix the engine." I tried my best, and finally, the engine started. But then the real trouble began. We didn't even know which direction we were heading. The waves had been buffeting our boat for days, and we had completely lost our way. After about half an hour, the boat ran out of fuel. We were stranded again in the middle of the ocean. I almost gave up. Then, by chance, I caught a small fish. I could have eaten it alone, but I decided to share it with my boss. I cleaned the fish, removed its head and insides, applied a little sea salt mixed with rocks, and gave it to her to eat. But as soon as she smelled the fish, her face turned sour. I thought maybe she was saving it for me, but the next moment, she threw the whole fish back into the sea. I was so angry that a moment later, she spotted a large yard in the distance. The woman who had been shaking her robe began screaming for help with all her might. I immediately started whistling, but she snatched the whistle from my hand and, in panic, dropped it into the sea. I felt like slapping her right there, but I couldn't. Our last hope vanished before our eyes. My boss was shattered. She sat in a corner and burst into tears. The next morning, she suddenly saw a small island in the distance. We both used all our strength, lit the boat, and finally reached the deserted island. I climbed to the highest point first, but there was no sign of humans there. I came down and told her the same thing, but my boss didn't believe me. She ordered me to climb back up, but this time I flatly refused. I had no strength left in me. Hearing this, she flew into a rage. She cursed me. She said she wouldn't pay me a single penny if I went back. My patience was at an end. I threw her luggage aside and told her bluntly, "From today on, I'm not your employee. Now take care of your own life." She still didn't realize her true situation. She didn't know that on this desolate island, without any survival skills, she would give up in a few days. Meanwhile, I was experiencing freedom for the first time. Luckily, I even found a small stone house. Once I found a place to live, I set out in search of food. In no time, I caught a large lobster. I collected sea salt from the rocks. I filled a bottle with water and lit a fire with the help of sunlight. Surviving in the wilderness was no big deal for me. A short while later, I was sitting comfortably, eating delicious food. Meanwhile, my boss's condition had worsened.